submissive will give you 4%, will give maybe, let me say 3%, and that's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nothing more. Men don't need anything more.
So hi viewers, today we are here again just to welcome you to KBO podcast. And then many abema you see a chicken komo kakra. It's impamcho money ready and train, and it is very interesting, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Thank you. Onya pacho yanko. Oh, and then they say nkomo ho enti nkomo no minim say na be brechi wa adwen ti o start here then me see them work and meka
me entry madwen.
Oh,
I know it.
Okay, you know it, but ebia some me against it. That's what I really want to maybe.
But please, today they make a beer, just accept it. Impent of a beer.
No, and then to kwani.
Okay. All right. So like one very thing that I think I saw it this morning.
Okay.
On Facebook, and the issue is amazing. Now, I say the current trend is awesome. Oba siswa, the things that oba from in life, and sana, ebia, who say the need cry for marriage. It looks like it has changed, totally changed from what we knew from the past. Like, for example, are you really okay with the current trend? Like oba siswa. Life of a former and second or cast of warrior. Are you okay with that? No, my issue is about
women.
Yeah.
And the things they pass through as like the normal life.
From the puberty through the adolescence.
Okay.
And then to marriage. What they go through. Are you okay?
Okay, it might depend. Here. A bit more almost so I say maybe from the home they are coming from, they get the coaching. But a bit more also so they don't get that aspect. Nobody will coach them, so they do what they want.
So, do you feel like a bit more coaching?
A bit more 100% in your okay, not 100%. Let's say 30 out of 70. If you take 100%, 30 out of 70 in your coaching, but 70 don't get the coaching. The reason being is most ladies.
You said 70 and 80%, right? I don't know.
100. If you take 100 people,
out of the 100%,
30, yes.
Okay.
Out of the 100, 30 get the coaching, and 70 do what they want. Okay. You get it. So what I know is that some of them, instead of growing up, maybe some parents will sit their children down, especially Ebia Baba, but then better say, oh, Ekia Ajwa. ABCD. Unyina uju stage say obema kra betimi apel and I do say abenya menses obey say akra no wan kwati wo school. Trust me, it's difficult for someone to hear, because at this age I have a friend who is 40 years now, and every day this girl is bitter talking about ne mame who say adenya. I say, can you imagine at the age of 16, 17, 18 I started having my menses. Nenso so me mama and to me and try me say yet say the pad the tool say, because time idiot computer word no the pad ne use, but if one day no more day or more I don't know a tam, you get it. So me mama and to me and try me say and I say I say the bia obepi no say month ne so na say ne menses ba and now bunin sa time obepi abont ne ni beba no so na ye na tade, because eba onim how to go about it, to me for handkerchief, to me for to go bibi obehu bia. Make I say this is the person who comes from a good home. It's Kaniba. And when I'm talking to this girl, it's make I say, Charlie, my mom didn't help me at all. And even also, but also no so no otiseme. Me nim say wo nyini ebia ubewo difference kakra obia on the body type. Also no otimi busan say, how do I get things that is okay with me? I'm so fine, me so. I mean growing up no. Me mama try me say, oh, me so any kind say me shentade baja like big things, and yes say bama well look too odd. Inte was say nneɛma ebe mi akakra not nneɛma short but nneɛma ebi a ebe se me tietia nti enye nneɛma ebe bro me kotodwe bebre anase nneɛma ene me knee level ebe ye pe ana me hye nneɛma ye too tight me hye nneɛma ye big. But this is the lady who said me ma me say oba de o so kata no ho nti o hye nneɛma no from esro kosi from obi anka say it's wrong. But I can see say right now we need the confidence when coming in the midst of people. Meanwhile, akosna broche nyina abagana. But still, when you are stepping out or you want to go out with this girl, you can see say Odru nipa ma no amwa not her. She doesn't want to come out. So say, I think I don't fit into this place. Now say Aden, Abaka say, oh no, it's like offery on per se or dinner ho ebeshim. And then is part of the outbringing.
Okay.
You get it.
All right.
So I think it's about the coaching, how to, get to where you be like what you in so I was so worried.
Okay. So now you mentioned 70% are the ones that are going wayward.
Okay.
So when you say 70%, what are the things that I just want to know from you? What are the things that you have seen that you are attributing to the 70% that you feel like no, this is wrong? What are
even the 70% is part of what I said about the lady who the mom couldn't teach her or coach her how to go about things. In your school or court say, be a uju adolescent, you say you need to shave, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to clean yourself. And can't want it. But me only say, as a mother, to say I am banning or do age be as I say I can't come they know things more than us. Oba onim but onim say one in this community sure say obeka ho asem. Now it looks like the extremely esikafo mbana omuna omutumi busa question bi e wo fia who say we the man be answer by no cry ne mama no will never or come to ne ban say so now you are in SS. Has somebody approached you obi apel obi say just be careful, even though some on smart crime say on quiet. But starting in this time, you get to know the mind of the child. Because I have one niece, our SS. Now our SS no, many are kind of bonk a lot. Now many bonk I always say so. And come here on me, bro. Umami must say, Mama tia obekume. Meanwhile, on your she, on your bonibia, on kofa, on your baby, uncle die. But it's like she's telling me things that is happening. Say be another for say or maybe hand say and I man to catching pants on your chair or we school co university I say now so why say mama tell say mama then come say on person better. So it means a sign times now if we fear the way our parents it's like baby kakra big Ghanaian mother but then they'll be shouting on you. They wouldn't even keep quiet and listen to you your problem as a child. It's a basa na want to be in Kawasam. Tisa kofa obi wa bontin na be Kawasam actually na one year lucky. The person too will take you to a different level. Now, if you want to mama say, but if you say, Bianca, when you be a bunty, and I will count how I train, say, auntie, and I say, Mammy will pay was empty. Oh, auntie Ajua, auntie Pia, this thing, boy, be have me say, I have a person, hear me say, or person so me, you think it's right. Or not very because auntie Pia, no auntie Juan, or no so not down for be pill. Maybe or no benyastica one, or also be one still. I know the sad nay, and your bonny, it's what dear, brown will crepe your back on the jano, with the way bema, with the bema wa. Then, or no benya something out of it, and it's something I've witnessed. Because I know somebody, even me myself, growing up, I went to a certain town in this country, Ghana, Korea National Service, and I happened to be, say, Minya baby tonight, and I'm cutting a family friend being chain. The lady was so nice, but I wasn't a bad girl, and by then I don't even know what is called boyfriend, girlfriend, even at that time. Now, me cutting a rabbit and chain no. Let me who say family friend be a ban and chain. I mean him no from another place like you know him from the south, and in Akushia at the north. But me who say they be another guy in a bonk monka kanaka, me who say in a bonk monka kanaka. But meanwhile, because that lady was open up, I to me name a bonk monty. Let me to me can be a trainer. Then one time, lady neka me say, when you say, ni pass me say, you're a good person, or more how na forget you anyway, and nantina way, or be sure, or be I'm saying, but we say so, it's more like a brother to me, so why do I have to? Because me, I didn't know Me, I don't see the person to be like an outsider. Me who need to be a family member. So why should I do that? One time, almost share them bonko. Me met say, Brani catch and say, era, what Jimmy Sika? My mouse can also be to me. I can't cry na man. What just scandal that I won't fa. Ne mama dey ne the family Sika. Also, we any big deal. Don't worry. Me dey ne be ma because we were Jimmy. Me to me na kasa or Betty. So when I heard that and I realized, she said, Sankama auntie, Obefi said, oh, because when in a bonk or two feet or no more adrempa. Now, so before you realize, or no mama GBB will be her and trying to push you to the person.
Where were you then? Where were you? Nobody come on now way.
I was outside. Now me want to back on you, say porch. I don't know, even in if you papa be a bad.
And were they away? So
no, say me wa. I know, omo share ho no mo bonk because the guy doesn't live with us, but I have a bestrano. So buy no more share them hono. Now miss me the porch doing one or two things and I heard them talking. And in fact they were speaking Gan. Okay. It's Ghana, mente papa. Okay. By non say mente cry. Okay. Mete. But not mean to me nka. So when they said that and I realized that so there is something wrong somewhere. So all this while the guy that has been coming to this place now, means no ba. Not just say a rise wa Genesis canty say a farmer na but some said then no let me parents when he say if I had the opportunity to talk to my family even though say my mom was straight oh ma oni obi anye fine umpie it's collaborate same do obi anye bi but there are some basics that I thought or I think they should have discussed with us so that you know what's up but omodiane say you do share Christian way. Yeah, just for some enjoying bad boys, enjoying bad girls, and yes, and all is about book. So, but no, all is about book. But if care is not taken and you don't get closer, the things your daughter will pass through before it be a war person and sudden ama warrior on control. But I just say, Obana de wajinsem.
So, like, have you noticed most of the things? Like I find it's a problem. One can say then one I won't say this one or two things like a common now, but you feel like it's bad. What have you seen? Then one can say for current trend in a man from then puberty, adolescence to marriage. Then one who say of course who say bad. Have you seen anything that you say it's bad? Maybe a free system will be better for them.
For now, the media may have one say when your girl child is growing, the best thing is to have some communication, some bond with because the only mundi nkoma or no you know far only before near far drain. I drain say beboano and boano. Okay.
So that you mean the parents should be closer to Omoman, so
Omunina, you should be closer because there is one story I handled recently, and it was like Mama na ohun ne bani to be a good girl. Na ne bana down for ne nete e hostel. Ne bana down for catch ne na down for ne mama mpo say ma obey ABCD na oye na oye abortion oye say mama ne say that girl complaining to her no e na ye bad girl no ne bana de onye bad.
So how close is closer? For example, like as early as be 8-7 years, it be called boarding house. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at even the normal ones. Secondary school, boarding house.
Yeah.
So that period, that's a dangerous period for women.
Exactly.
But then they are out from their home.
Oh, they'll be out of the house from that time. But I know, say, when you start earlier, before even Obe enter SS now, so with that relationship with you, the mother. And with the help of prayers.
Okay, so you are bringing in prayers.
Exactly, because obi en ho ultimately by ye. Say Nyankopon be ma. Obeka sa what it by ye, but Nyame am be ma. But the most important thing, as I said now, you do the needful, then you add God's protection too. Because
don't you think it's the society? Because honestly, I feel like the organic knowledge is missing. Because no matter what, even if you have to bring your girl closer to you, it is still going to be the kind of coaching you're going to give to her. So you, the mother, are you really aware of our society and the things actually you need to, inform your lady with, or your girl with? Because if you don't know what to tell her, the right things to tell her, actually, no matter how close she is to you, she's still going to go through the same problem and then realize these mistakes maybe after 25 years.
Okay. So there is a saying, say, penny no being a bida, bakula do be a bida. Okay, so in this case, the mom should know the basics.
And do they know? That's the problem. Do they?
The mom knows, because you've gotten to a certain level, and you being at that side, even though so family so one family you better you be there, and I also family. So definitely you need to guide your girl child.
Okay, I understand.
Because akra no nye penny da, wona why penny da, and why akra so that at the same time. So you should know this too.
Okay, so what do you think are the things mothers should be telling their women when they cross their 15 years going?
You should let them know at any point in time with that age, since they've gotten their menses, not only your Bema cross here, they can get pregnant. They should be careful about those things. And even if that thing will happen, just say it, they should use condom. Even though it's too young, like Omusa, but you should let them know the truth. Or catch them,
so
because
is that the truth?
But to me, dear me, I think if you tell the person that there is nothing wrong, because why is mentioning sex to your child at the age of 15, but the same child will do that thing, and by the age of 15, 16, wanko school name you wakonyem, say shatter the dreams. If care is not taken, na say my men to me and jet ne baby no, man banana to us at the end of the day ne bano wakakwem.
Okay, so then you mentioned dreams. I was shatter, right?
Yeah.
If the care is not taken. So we are talking about women.
Yeah.
You mentioned dreams.
Yeah.
Should women be having dreams?
Yes, of course.
Dreams like what? Dreams for what? Or Dano Asodaya, as I say.
Oh, not that or Dano Asodaya. But as now where we are heading towards, you can't sit and say you want to be a housewife, because now the society, everything has changed. You can't just say that you want to be a housewife.
Okay,
if a little education and you get something to do, whether a man is there or a man is not there, not a man is there or a man is not there, as in you won't marry at all. But what I'm trying to say, whether you get a support from somebody, not even that time, not a support from a male partner, but let's say your parents are dead or something, you can survive.
Okay, so now your whole life is going to be based on the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Why must you live your life according to worst case scenario? But then, as a woman, okay, your survival as a woman, is it actually going to be based on the dreams you just said?
Oh, the survivor as a woman, to me, well, as it stands now, I know as a woman you should get something to do. You have to be independent.
Okay. You have to be independent.
Yes.
Okay. It's very important as a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to be independent. But that doesn't mean the opposite. You should disrespect them since you are independent. No. Okay. But you should get something done, because in life anything can happen. If you think, oh, my husband is there because now you've grown, you've passed all the stages, you've married, and you are with somebody, you are not doing anything. Yours is to be a housewife. You don't know what will happen in the future.
Okay.
Death is there. Anything is there. The man can lose his job. Death can take him away. And you being there idle, doing nothing. Before you realize, Omani beka kwem.
Alright, so let's go back to the past. Women were not independent. We know that. All right. So how did they endure these scenarios when the man is not there?
Okay. To me, I noticed, or I can say a lot of those women are going to me whether say jai no say you say obemani losing a jumo. It takes few and no money to me succeed. And right now, mama na sa be burden as am.
Okay, actually, in the past, our age in the nation was so most of the times, the baby knew Ebiana was free. Okay, so how did most of them survive?
Or survive here. O mama no sa emba na o mo be we no. Ebi agye wo akola no na ade oti pempem. Na wo hiti otumi bedru empempen so a wedru ene. But sa okasa wo twen as a parents should take care of you. Emi kwa papa we no okokofo bi. Enso so be hu o papa nwa bi agye aboso. Sa o papa ewu nti ye mfa mamo. O maame we yi ne ntuma wo ne hu nyina aton. O de ahwe wedru baabi o sikweku ana ekua. Ne bia wedru nde mintumi nto aso biom. That's whereby you fall under the 70%. The 70% people, you have to struggle. Maybe if when you're maybe you're now you're kakran, and no one else had it to your school fees because you want to go further. And today, you can say, I don't know about school. School need by force obeko, but at least you should do something. Even if not the school say obekompa, you should have the basic up to the SS level. Because and then so when to me and co school ni be and do baby, udu baby you'll be intimidated.
Okay.
Because area says intimacy was also sound hobby.
I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Evangelist Dalyn.
No, media, I'm not evangelist.
Edi Dalyn.
Media, I'm not evangelist, please. I can't compete with the evangelists because I don't have gold things in my house, so I can't compete with them.
So let's look at something. You mentioned dreams, and then your dreams might get shattered. You also mentioned about independent woman. Mm-hmm. So you are going to raise a woman to be independent. You are going to raise a woman, who has dreams. Mm-hmm. Like, so the problem here is from puberty,
okay,
and adolescence,
okay,
and then marriage. That's actually was the originals.
Okay.
The originals, you can see a woman must pass through chastity,
okay,
and then adolescence,
okay,
and then enter marriage.
Marriage, yeah.
It was very simple. And for me, I believe one of the reasons why marriages were more of for better, for worse. You know, for better, for worse is actually the normal in the past. Maybe like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
It was the normal. For better, for worse.
It's not for better, for worse. Yeah.
Okay. So now it is not for better, for worse, but there are indicators that you could actually point and know that, okay, these are the indicators for the now not being for better, for worse.
Okay.
So it is not like things have really changed as in something that you could say maybe economical or something. It is more like things have changed because of the indicators.
Okay.
For example, currently, a woman will pass through puberty, and then now there's something accepted as whole face.
Okay.
And you even mentioned that you have to even inform your girl that even if you have to engage with any man, it must be with a condom.
Yeah.
But actually, don't you think as a parent you must inform your girl that you don't have to engage with any man until marriage?
Okay, you can do that, but akola no opia woni nneko.
Okay, so
enya woni nneko unless any oye ne homeschooling.
Okay, I'm asking you if you have to tell your lady that no engagement with any man before marriage, what actually are you going to give as a reason for that?
Oh, because maybe ana maturity no e wo form. One, maybe onene koshia, one obema koshia, ebetimi ama ne nyinsen, obenyem, onyema ebese ni school ana say enema opese obeye.
Okay.
Because maybe I say me be go school, me pese obeye medical doctor, me pese obeye nurse, me pese obeye banker, me pese obeye entrepreneur, pese obeye anything, fashion designer, whatever. Na say wan go school na nwie.
Okay.
Na oko along the way, what says your school fees oba no tertiary ana say bia secondary school. Obete oban bebe fie oye mo then ekoso a oban nyam. You'll be disappointed.
Okay.
Even though what 24 ko hin be na, but mind you, so oban ko out our friends out there.
Okay.
So the friends out there too can instigate her to do other things because na say peer pressure it me chin craba.
Yeah.
Ohun so be ye nti opeso ye bi.
Yeah.
But while sir, maybe I feel so maybe because me say I know a family that here I abonting to me bomodi. The way the man trusts in the daughter, but the places I've been seeing the daughter, and even me follow Aklani social media handle, the things that girl can post. At a point, I couldn't take it any longer. I have to call the father and tell the father, say, please and please talk to your daughter to mind the things she posts.
Okay.
And I'm talking about this because unfortunately the man lost the wife. Okay. It is like Obama and bringing Kolane up on wire fufro. It's one country and Bane say, oh, you're careful about the things she posts. I said, me Bane de onya sir, and look of fear. Aklani is the innocent and the God-fearing type. And I said, Auntie Pachoyo, Auntie please, okay, Auntie please this, Auntie please this, and I was like, whoa. But and even the name that the girl was using, and it will be hard for you to. It's just, I think so now the social media thing. If you have somebody's contact, or now the same link now, a poppy up say maybe I follow this person or they are suggesting a friend to you, so that will just let you click on it to see say whiny. Then because Akula worry SS and now when you SS in Pono or better SSC. I cry a video mu fie. Na make us say be no for half a dab on thing so. Fine, people are showing off. You can choose to do it. But to me, maybe because of where I'm coming from or the way I was brought up, I don't think I can just leave that part of my body out. I can do anything on social media, but not exposing myself. It's no sano, sakla no or papa ni himself what it no Christosum, the papa ni elder. And then the banner kasa akrani good uko fi ha please and a please and a please and the whole jo who sat down for be a best runner. But at the one corner no the things all to the extent of posting your macra on status the phone status I no or posting or blocking the papa. And then who said Miss Mr. say e can who asem the papa ne so can no can say me who say or say who auntie say auntie assume say or who say what posting ABCD. Then I realized at a point now, if this girl posts anything, just while blocking me, because man no have me my can. You get it? So sometimes, if you don't tell them what is at stake, and you think say, oh, okay, and say when into Betsy forget it, or Betsy, but opia or on friends, and so new daily. So when she's dealing with those friends, or she say, oh, mukramu ye kulu, yene woso, and they think what they are doing is good.
So maybe a young girl is watching you.
Mm-hmm.
What actually is the problem with a woman engaging with a man or having sex before marriage? What do you think actually is the problem for a woman? But for example, do you think there's a problem? Like, do you think there's a punishment for that? Let me put that way. Do you think there's a punishment for women when they have sex before marriage?
There is no punishment. Nobody will punish you. But we have a certain age that when you start doing those things, even if you get to the time you think you want to marry, and by then you are not under any parent, no one is taking care of you, and you want to have sex with the person, that's your own issue. But just that somehow it's good to know the person you are dealing with, because if you are I didn't I know you're a topic on another day. But so you're adolescent now obese I was also school now share the course now boy to me because okay say oh me dem your ba me twen obema beba be ware me enti me nyeska me say oh mistake because and today men they need a support can it no and na ye ma me momo ware a full responsibility for the man to take care of you the lady and your kids are obe woman. But as it stands today, I think to me if oba we ejuma kakra na se obema ware na se obema na obibia se den kra na de oto bibia kra na da woni fie na wo se nka oto just a bottle of water and a pure water bag now to make us oh kwesi and I woni fie nti to nsuo bag back kra menim se obema be fie obe appreciate you so at least wait to me aye bibi but se okunu be ko na wa fa phone hello bra kwesi pacho nsuo and menim kra ne be no ma santi send the 10 cedis near phantom nsuo. I don't think you the woman you think you are useless.
So, I'll go back to the same thing I asked you. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a punishment for women when they ignorantly engage in sex before marriage?
Oh, The punishment there, the only thing I think you can do is say, ebia na oko school. No, not if you be 1 year or 2 years. So on share ne ba ne kakra. Say in case a pregnancy be come across her, no fancy answer. Because oka say, oh, me ba na koye say, no kra mo koye abra obehu. You won't see it. Say obi am be so on san be say obeyi yete ana ankoba social media say de na ekoso abe no mo san ya so mo sa the camera see omo so. Na aba out am hu say oba na yesa. Na say me say secondary school for bi koye bi ma am say suspend almost or something. I heard it. Me, I'm not too much of these things, but when I saw that and I said yes, the school is supposed to say if truly say be suspend you ma, because Accra ko school, Shemuko school, but say an access yatra, o ma bro, so when do time I was say okoye sir, then now show you is it money or what, and now you pay for.
All right, so this is the problem, and it's a serious problem. Mm-hmm. You are a mother, and you need to direct your children. I mean, most women are closer to their mothers. Mm-hmm. So now, you actually do not think there's actually a punishment for having sex before marriage. Let's put aside pregnancy. If there's no pregnancy, you don't think there's a punishment. You don't think there's a problem for a woman having sex before marriage. And that is actually the biggest problem we are having now.
I don't get the whole thing. Like after the child has done that, she needs to be punished.
No, not a punishment like from the parent,
okay,
but from life.
Oh.
Because when you make mistakes, life punishes you.
Right? Say,
but there are some mistakes, they are very expensive. You know that?
Yeah.
So men go out and choose women as wife.
Okay.
Correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then choosing women as wife, it means you have to choose from a lot. Mm-hmm. So then you have to look at some qualities before you choose a woman as a wife. Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea the qualities men look out in women?
Oh, but even now, they said each one for himself, God for us all. You get it? Now you can even look at the qualities, but trust me, forget it. You get all the qualities, but I know you because that person really wanted marriage. Now why we are not but sure the true colors.
No, I'm asking you, do you actually know what men look out for?
Oh, I bet you share God fearing. I bet you share decent girl. I bet you share Obia. Like I mean, Hojo onim if you near my year onim nyansa onim say or ye badwin ba. I bet you share niema bebre. Ebia obepese ompese one ebia oba oyiyi ne ho esnobia ne preference. Obema bi nso bepe eno. But ebia the true men na ye come asem. Obepe obia odinachi a ase enimonyam kakra like no hojo bi enema kitten na omo hwehwe. But trust me say obehwehwe sa enema ne bewie. Odi nipa nbeka kodru fie. Afi 1 year 2 years. Na fe ne true character no eba out.
True character from where?
Oh, it comes all the time.
From where? Because you are missing something that's very important. You are not mentioning it. And it's amazing. For example, you don't say anything about chastity. You don't say anything about not having a past. Mm-hmm. You didn't say anything about, but actually that's actually, I mean, the biggest problem now.
Having a past as in?
Like, you are a woman, and your whole value as a woman, for a man to marry you, for you to become a good wife, it's actually based on your past. Your past determines everything as a woman. Your past is everything.
But you can't use somebody's past to judge the person.
Well, I'm a man. Do you know what we use to judge women?
No, unless you tell me.
Okay, and are you aware that women judge men?
No.
Come on, you're aware?
Me, I don't. I don't know.
Women judge men. So you are telling me a woman will just meet any man and just decide to marry the man?
No, you should. Okay, well, if we are talking about that, then it means maybe you have to just think through and see that this person have vision, focus. Like, I mean,
women judge men. Do you
judge
agree?
them as in the things men have done in the past in quotes?
No,
or
you judge the person before you decide to be with the person. Like, you take a critical look at the person and see whether being with the person is going to be beneficial to you. That's what I mean.
Okay, fine.
So that's the judgment. You don't just see any man and say, oh, this is a man. Then you judge a man before you make a choice. Right? And what do you think women stand on to judge men?
Oh, well, I can't talk for other women, but some, I'm not talking for all, but some, maybe the few I know. Maybe ultimately,
okay, so let me break it down. For the past, present, and future, what do women stand on to judge a man?
Oh, the past, worry ma, and the Osikeni or Besho, the Wakomano. It's only say, but currently.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the woman. Okay, living his life. Do you look at the woman? You look at the man. I'm talking about a man. Do you look at the man's past to judge the man, or you look at the man's future to judge the man?
We use the man's future. Why do I have to use the man's past?
All right. So you are a woman. I'm a man. Do you think there's any man on this world who doesn't know that women judge men based on their present and their future? Do you think there's any man who doesn't know this?
Present and their future.
Yeah, you judge a man based on their present and their future. If you see the man, whether he's rich or not, but if you see a potential rich future.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that you just look at the person and think critical. Now one who say Nipan vision and focus. Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But I'm saying that every man knows this. This is your criteria as a woman. But every man is aware of this criteria. Do you know the criteria of a man? Because there is two people. Women have, the freedom to make a choice.
Okay.
Men also have the freedom to make a choice. But men knows the criteria for a woman.
When they want a woman.
No, men know the criteria for a woman.
What women want.
Yes, men know. Every man knows.
Okay. Maybe they are thinking of future to get money to take care of.
No, every man is aware that
they are supposed
woman look at your present and your future. Your past has not. The woman do not care about your past. They look at your present and your future. But do you know what also men look at?
No, I don't know.
And that is the problem you're having.
So it means women should know.
Of course, you have a daughter and you are going to advise your daughter, but you don't know what men want from a woman. But are you raising your daughter to become a wife?
No.
So you have a daughter, you are not raising your daughter to become a wife.
Oh.
But you want a man to marry her.
Oh, listen. I'll say no here because wife. Most of the wife that we use is the housewives.
No, I'm saying, do you want your woman to get married? If you have a daughter,
of course, she will.
But you don't want to raise her to become a wife.
No, but I need to teach her everything that she's supposed to know in the house. As in everything.
No, that's not what I asked. Are you going to raise your woman or your daughter to become a wife? Are you going to raise her how to become a wife, a good wife?
In fact, I don't get your question.
My question is, as a mother,
since I'm grooming my child, my girl child, and I'm telling you that A, B, C, D is what you do that it will help you. Because me being a mother, sometimes some of these things, children even you don't even need to tell them. But the way the mother treats their father in the house, the child's copy.
What I'm trying to say is that you are talking about the way you treat the father. That is when the lady is in the marriage. I'm talking about even before marriage.
No, before marriage, you see.
That is where the coaching is. The woman is not married yet. Your daughter is not married yet. So every coaching should be towards marriage, right?
Yeah.
So it means they must even place themselves in a position where they can get a good husband. Right?
Yeah, they'll place themselves in a position where they will get a good husband.
Yes.
All right. But as I'm saying, coaching your daughter, your girl child, at the end of the day, if I'm teaching you this, let's say I have a daughter in the house. Okay, I'm cooking. Ekia, come and help me. Okay, Ekia, ground the pepper for me. Okay, Ekia, do this. Ekia, do this. In terms of cooking, your daughter knows. When you teach your daughter, like if your daughter is there and I'm talking to my husband or her father, and I say, Ekia, Papa, Ejana, you ready? Ekia will look at it. Ekia, possibility for her to do that is high. Yeah. But whereby Ekia will be in the house, then I'll be like, the father is not my daddy.
Yeah.
It's Onone daddy. So maybe, honey, oh sweetheart, please, the food is ready. Okay, we'll see. Even though many papa cry or problem you want to cry, but the way I would treat the father, because a mama cry baby, excuse me, or bema mo baby, almost sorry, or mo worry mo you almost sabo or mo remono, is because their father is used to that. Growing up, their father used to be their mother.
Okay.
Because adia kolaswa obehuno, onyina okope. So there are certain things that obetre akran alright, because I'm not the one who will tell my daughter say aya akotokoto okunu. So
it comes back to what I asked. What I asked is that now currently what you are describing is more like action speaks louder than words. It's more like the things you do, the child will copy from you. What I'm trying to say is that as a mother, you have a daughter. The end goal of a woman is marriage.
Okay.
The end will be for a woman, the end goal is marriage. So you have a daughter and you are training your daughter. And I'm asking you, are you training your daughter to become a wife?
Of course.
All right. So
of course.
That's what actually what I asked. So if you are training your daughter to become a wife, I think the first thing is you must place her in a position where, I mean, the good ones out of the men, the good ones will want to choose her.
Exactly.
Because as a woman, you always want the best among the men, right? So if you want the best among the men, then the first thing is you should know what they want.
Okay.
You know what you want. Every woman knows, okay, this is the thing I want from a man. And men are aware of this.
Okay.
But don't you think your daughter must know what men want in a woman so that she can position herself very well?
So this boils down to the beginning. What I said if we get closer to our children, not necessarily telling them what is out there as in like the sex issue that we were talking about, but the moment you get closer to your girl child, you can briefly discuss all these things with your child, because only know that closeness now. Only ne bon komo, only ne ASA, only ne boss say, obetimi aka say, okay, so when him say, oh worry bema, I was say, oh yes say, I was say, oh yes, and I say before bema be worry, I was say, oh yes decent, and you can say, oh yeah, maybe, and you can say, oh yes say, and you can say.
No, I'm talking about the criteria. The criteria for women is very simple. They want a man that has a future.
No, so right? Now it's not my daughter who is going to choose. Somebody is coming to choose her.
Exactly. So, do you know what men want in woman? Because as you grow as a woman, you should know.
A submissive woman, somebody who is, because the word is, a woman should submit.
Okay, so now, according to you, what men are looking for a potential wife?
Yes, it's just, the word itself is submissive woman. Okay. Because I don't need to add anything.
Submissive woman, and then what?
Submissive concludes everything. Because if you are submissive, it cuts across everything.
So, no, you are telling me, if a woman is a prostitute today, and then maybe 5 months down the line, she quits and just, decide to get herself, ready for marriage. You think that woman is a potential candidate for a good wife?
She can get somebody. Because
no, I'm not talking about she can get somebody. You think that woman is in the best position to become a good wife?
One, nobody knows the reason why I acquire prostitution.
No, that's not what we are saying. For example, Eja Otu Jama, Neja Showa, Oba the best say, says.
Oh, Oba the best say.
So has it got to do with the reason why Eja go?
Oh, so Obi Pewa, it doesn't matter.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's like Otu Jama, so Oba the best say, right? Okay. So Oba the best say, no, has it got anything to do with the reason why Otu Jam? Say be Oja no cry, be a woman and me too.
There be say nipa ne pew no. Since I when ya bent no.
That's not what I'm asking. What I'm trying to ask is that Otu Jama now how much no? It has nothing to do with say obi na wo two man say one na wo sheda kotom. Do you agree that?
Obi na wo two man na one na sheda kotom.
Ni nya na Otu Janima.
Onya wato jenim.
Right?
All right. Wato jenim.
So that's the point I want to make. Do you agree with that?
Yes. Otu ma wato. Yes.
All right. So who be ro
ebero. So one hihye no obi so be fa.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay. I just analogy.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that women that have passed, this woman was a prostitute. But you are saying that, oh, it was the past. So like after a year, if that woman, quits and want to get married. I mean, any man be a about baby or do time or worry or also choosing because we're a good candidate for marriage.
Of course, I wouldn't say we should neglect those people out.
No, nobody is talking about neglecting those people out. You just spilled the bean here. You said women have their criteria, and their criteria is the future. Why don't you just choose any man? I didn't know baby will be a choose. But you have a criteria.
Choose you be but when you also know the anti-sana prostitute so
that's not what I was saying. What you are saying is that you have a daughter and you are training your daughter. Is it not good that you tell your daughter the truth that okay, you are going to a market. You as a woman, a time will come you have to place yourself in the market for a man to buy you out. And then placing yourself in the market, it's like placing a product in the market. Product, they are fresh, between a board and tosso.
Yeah.
They are as a spine, it means 2 boards. Do you agree that it's the same thing in life?
Exactly. Okay. That's the same thing in life.
So products now, I would I have fresh. I would mean, for example, coffee. Say they are coffee, there's coffee now, but it be very expensive.
Yeah.
And it be very cheap. All right. So I'm asking you, if you place women at that level, what do you think will make a woman very expensive for a man? Very expensive that the highest bidder will want to choose that woman.
And certain way in a pay. So if somebody will be an expensive for somebody to choose him or her.
When I say expensive, I'm not saying a woman demanding. I'm only saying expensive as that. Not expensive as like the highest bidder, like a rich man or a successful man will want to choose that woman. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying that to me, the only thing I know is to groom your child well. Who grooming or wako school kakra or bibia kakra onim se de sikita yon onim nipem kasa obuadie. And the God-fearing aspect is in. At the end of the day, what else?
Guys, you see, this is an evangelist. This woman is a very good woman. But you do know one amazing thing. As a woman, as a mother, the very important thing that you must let your daughter know that this place you high in the market for any successful man to be chasing you. She's not even aware. That's amazing. She's a good woman. This woman is everything. But she doesn't know this.
Then
this is our problem as a society.
So since I don't know what the man wants, you have to let me know.
No, people like you. Do you know how I trust you?
No.
People like you, you are amazing because look at, people I see, people I know, and that who you are. You are more like a better version. But you don't know this, and this is amazing.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Since I don't know, you can tell me.
One thing, men, and it will be in the comment section. People will comment about this. One thing men look out for.
Okay.
The most. When I say men, I'm talking about a successful man.
Okay.
It's a woman that has 0 past.
And it's not possible.
No, we're not talking about whether it is possible or it's not possible. But we are talking about what men want. Ideally.
It's not possible.
No, don't say
get a woman that has a 0 past.
Don't say it is not possible. You have a daughter and you want to place your daughter in a situation where she will be the first to be picked. And you are saying it is not possible. Why would you even say it's not possible?
I'm not saying it's not possible because my daughter cannot be. But as you said, somebody who have a 0 past, everybody have a past.
No, when I say 0 past, what?
Like you don't even have anything bad at
the 0 past I'm talking about is a woman who has not gotten herself into any kind of whole phase. Like you just, grow up, you get to 15 years, you start having sex, but meanwhile, by your orientation, you know that you will even marry around 25, 26. Because by orientation, your parents want you to finish secondary school, they want you to waste your time through the university, blah, 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 blah. So you know by your orientation, you are going to marry around 24, 25. So a woman at 15, 16 started having sex through secondary school, through the university. And And that's amazing. They don't even know that it's going to affect them. And that's amazing. You as a mother, you are not even aware that this is something serious for us men. Why must any man?
That's what I'm saying. That
why
it
must
depends.
any man want to marry a woman with a past? I'm asking, like, why must any man do that?
But do we what do you call it? Let's say you want to marry someone. Do you need to go and ask all those things since you know that this person is a potential person that you can build future with? Because sometimes some things are mistakes.
So that is how amazing it is. Would you, you see a man, why would you even want to check whether the man will have a bright future? Why would you want to check? Why don't you just see any man and just join the man?
You wouldn't check. But at least there are one or two things that you can't just go for anything like that, all right? But that doesn't mean that the person that you are choosing doesn't have any mistakes or doesn't have, like, I mean, as in, if I'm choosing somebody, I'm to choose someone, I wouldn't say that that person doesn't have anything at the back of whatever.
That is the problem I'm talking about right now. Your criteria is there. We know your criteria.
No, you
the
know,
reason why the reason why you do not have to check our past is because your journey, our past doesn't matter. But our journey, your past is everything. You think when I meet you as a woman and you fall in the bracket of a woman I want to choose. You think I care about your future? Like you're going to be what? No man. No, when I say no man, you know the kind of man I'm talking about. No successful man in this world cares about your future.
But now,
it's your past that we care about. And you are not even aware. And that hurts me.
But you know, as it stands now, those things are not there.
No, because don't say are not there. The moment you do not know, that is, actually the problem, because you do not even know to even be, be in a situation to even teach your children, because you are not even aware.
Not that. But the thing is, at the end of the day, somebody is coming to marry me. As you said, per our modern world now, I'm being taught I have to go to school from SS to this tertiary to do masters, to do maybe PhD or whatever. And at the long round, if I get a place, I'll get my son there, because it takes few. Escafo no omo saying, no,
I'm not talking about escafo. I'm talking about any man you want to marry, because no woman, since the beginning of time, no woman in this world, I say, oh, I've just met a man. He says he wants to marry me, so I'm going to marry. No one does that. No, come on, don't say ebi. No. Would you do that? And would you want your children to do that?
No. But it doesn't mean say
nobody does that. Nobody does it. I just met a man on my way.
On your way.
So I'm just saying, no matter what, the fact remains that women judge men based on their future. So women must also know what men judge them with. It's very simple as that.
So that's what you are saying, sir. Right now, you are saying that women, like, we should know what men judge us.
You should know.
You get it.
So that you can
but
even train
to us, maybe what we know, because maybe what I know is to concentrate on the things I'm doing, and if you get to a certain level, you get the type of person you want. That's how maybe I was brought up.
Exactly. And that's a big problem you have now, because you want to live a life, have sex with Kojo, have sex with Kwame, have sex with your person, but you want Yao to marry you. Why must Yao marry you?
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Who is living the life, having sex with Kojo, Kwame, Yao, and you want Kweku to marry you? It's not their wish to do that.
Okay, it's whose wish?
No, it's not their wish to do that. But you can't just jump and marry.
Whose wish to do that?
Because
it's not their wish. Whose wish?
It's not like now.
No.
So before,
I'm not talking about. Don't bring down olden days, because do you know one amazing thing? I just allowed you to spell out the criteria of women. Do you know what's amazing?
No.
This criteria you just mentioned is the criteria for women since the past 1,000 years. So you are talking like, oh, it's not the same in the olden days, but for women it has always been the same. This criteria is what
but in the olden days they were not dating. Like, you marry straight away.
You don't get it. What I'm saying, the criteria for women to choose a husband has been this.
But do they choose at all? They marry for them. They don't choose.
Whether they marry for them, they chose, whatever it is. it has been the same criteria. Your uncle will have to look at a young man in the community who is a hardworking. Then they want to bring that man in to marry their daughter. Your father will also have to look out for the similar person to bring in. So it has always been the same. And even when it is left for the woman to even choose, even currently that woman even go out there and choose, it has been the same criteria. You go in and choose a man who has a future. So the problem is, how come women do not know and they don't even want to know, they don't even want to accept that this is what men want? It's mind-blowing, because what women want in men is what they have been wanting in men for the past 1,000 years. So how come you just don't want to even accept that this is what men want? Like,
no,
isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that women don't even want to accept that this is what
we are not
men
saying
want?
that we are not accepting.
But you just said it is not even possible. You are saying it's not possible. It's not possible. But actually, that's the easiest thing to do in this world.
So as it stands now, if you want to marry someone and you realize that this person have dated maybe 1 or 2 people, you won't marry the lady.
That is not what I said. What I'm saying is that for a woman to be in the position where any successful man will feel comfortable and happy to marry her, number 1 is having no past. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying it is the easiest thing for a woman to do. For example, if you tell me, if a man would not need, okay, to have any past in terms of relationship, okay, to be able to become the president of Ghana, how many men do you think could qualify?
If a man does not want,
you come to this world, and the rule is that once you do not have sex with any woman, when you get 18 years, you are going to have you automatically qualify to become a minister or a president. And I'm asking you, how many men do you think would qualify?
Oh, some will choose to, because it's a decision.
It's not some will choose to.
It's not all.
99% of men will qualify.
No. You can't choose for someone, or you can't decide for someone.
I said 99% of men would qualify, because
is the minister or the president the only thing that they will do to survive?
This is an analogy, because these are positions that comes with comfort. It comes with comfort at the highest level.
There are so many things that you can do and be comfortable.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if it is easy for you to be comfortable, you wouldn't want to go and kill yourself to be comfortable. For example, if it's easy, if there's $1,000 here that you can just pick, would you want to go and kill yourself to get $1,000 when you can pick $1,000 for you?
But picking it is not just picking it for picking its sake.
I said picking it for picking its sake. That's why I just said just pick it. Just pick it. Would you want to ignore it and go out there?
But
and
it's
yourself?
not everybody that can pick it. So definitely some will go and hustle.
Everybody can pick it. You cannot tell me $1,000 is here.
No, because before I can pick it, there is a clause.
There is no clause.
No, you said they said you shouldn't have any past.
Yes.
When you reach 18.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying there is a clause, because since there is a clause, because I want to pick this $10,000, it means I wouldn't do what I'm supposed to do. But cement to me and shame then it means I can't take it.
I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying, that these fingers, they are not the same.
No.
Because if they are the same, it means any copy and your bonnet.
Do not twist the argument. What I'm saying is that you need $1,000 to survive as a human being. And then this is the rules. The rules has been spelled to you. You already know it. You are 15 years, and you know that you need $1,000 to survive. Without that $1,000, you become useless in this world. Get the analogy word. Without this $1,000, you are going to become useless in this world. And then you are given a chance. If you can stay there, okay, without getting yourself engaged with any man, 3 years time you'll be 18 years. You can just pick the $1,000, and you're okay to go.
And some will do, some will not do.
Or if you engage yourself with any man, you have to go out there and just kill yourself before you get $1,000. And the probability of getting that $1,000 is like 1%. Which one do you think is easier?
The getting it free, it's easier.
Which one, the $1,000 here and then going out there to kill yourself, even though the probability of getting the $1,000 is 1%? Which one do you think is easier?
Oh, the one that it has a clause that you shouldn't do this and do this and do this. But trust me.
No, don't bring any trust. I just asked a simple question. Which one?
The one that I'm not supposed to do anything to get it is the simplest.
So why would you want to crack your brain? This is something. If you ask a class one people, this is the simplest thing. No matter what you know, this is the simplest thing, the easiest thing in this world to do. The probability of getting it is 100, and then the one that you have to go out there and look it by yourself, the probability is just 1%. And you said you want to think about this. It's the simplest thing to do. So the same thing I'm saying, if you have a daughter, and marriage is very important to that daughter, it is wise that you let the daughter know that, look, you have a criteria to choosing a man. You wouldn't just see any man and just choose the man. The same way men also have the criteria. So I want you, as much as maybe I can even guide you on the criteria for you to choose a man, I also want to establish this to you, that the criteria for men choosing wives is this: 1, 2, 3.
So you can mention it out so that the viewers too should know, because you are a man, so you know best what you want from a woman.
Okay, because so the first one, the first one and the most important is the past of the woman. That's the most important.
Okay.
Any other thing is bonus.
Okay.
And it is manageable. As much as you cannot have anybody who is 100%. The important one is the past. If I meet a woman, and that woman will have to judge me by every standard of her before that woman will choose me. The only thing me as a man will judge first, and maybe might be the only thing that I will judge on, is the past. If I meet this woman and that woman is a virgin, it's a done deal. There's nothing else
you do. You just go straight for it.
That idea of not having any past puts her to 90%.
Okay.
And then any other thing becomes 10%.
Okay.
So that's how amazing it is.
Okay.
So if this is 90%, why you as a woman are you not focusing on that? If it is 90, because once something is 90%, it's A+.
Yeah.
So
even 99.
90% is A+, because A is 70 going. And being a woman with no past, can you imagine a 19-year-old woman having no past places herself at 90% in the market to be paid? And as parents, you don't even talk about this 90% mark, but you are going around talking about, do you know the 10%? Ask me.
Which one is the 10%?
Okay, so the 10% is having a university degree. Is part of it's not the 10%, it's part of the 10%. So university degree can even give you 2% advantage. And then mention career. I mean, having a career wow, independent woman. That's also amazing. We love that. So being independent, we are in fact.
But I said here is, even to get the 90%, as a mother or as a parent.
Finish. You want me to spread it out? So wait. So I'm talking about the 10%. I've already given the 90% is not having any past. So the other 10%, is university degree will give you 2%. Be independent woman. I love independent women because they make the work so easier. So they be independent to give you another 1%. Knowing how to cook very well will give you 4%. And then being submissive will give you 4%. We give maybe, let me say 3%, and that's it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nothing more. Men don't need anything more.
So men don't need anything more.
These are the only things
we
don't need.
So let's say the 90%.
Yeah. Once you don't have any past, you have 90%.
Okay. If advise your daughter, and she's been able to get this 90%. So you want to tell me, if your daughter have this 90% totally virgin, and your daughter doesn't respect, do you think that man too will go for that woman?
Okay. So
because if you tell me that if the submissive is 3%,
wait,
I don't think
this is how men come in. This is how men are very wise since men are not wise these days, I understand, but men were very wise. Do you think a woman.
Now back to you.
So where did you go?
Oh, just to relax and talk to the family. That's it.
All right. So I'll go back to what I was saying. So I was saying parents, especially mothers, they need to make sure they do not put their daughters through the same mistakes they made.
Okay.
The amazing part is that I think I understand with you another aspect, because most men are not even candid with women. Most men are not even truthful with women. The things I'm telling you right now, maybe most men are not even telling women that, hey, these things are very important to us. So the moment you lose yours, you are no more in any way a first choice. You can only come in when I exhaust all my choices. Most men do not tell, because the reason why most men do not tell women is that in any way, men do not need marriage. The marriage is something that only women need it. So at the end of the day, if they would tell the truth to a woman, and that truth will prevent the man from getting that woman, would you tell that truth?
No.
Exactly. So I don't blame women maybe with this aspect, but I think they need to know whether the men will tell you or they will not tell you. As you grow, you need to actually find out. Not okay. So this is actually a problem, a big problem that men are trying to avoid. And the reason why you have to even know is that you have to even know and know even the brain behind it. That's also another thing. Knowing that men hate women with past. You have to also know that the why is the reason why men hate women with past. That concludes everything.
Okay.
So knowing the reason, knowing that men hate women with past is not even enough. You have to also go on and find out the reason why men hate women with past. That will conclude everything, so that when you are teaching your children, you actually give them all the sides for them to actually know, okay, this is it.
Okay.
You get it? So that's actually why the problem is.
Okay.
So you wanted to say something?
No, you continue.
So that's actually what I was saying, that our problem as a society right now is that the woman or the parents, and the reason why I'm using women is that, I mean, most young girls are closer to their mothers.
Okay.
And they learn a lot from them.
Okay.
And this truth is always hidden from them.
Okay.
And that's very bad.
Okay.
Because as a young girl growing up, you have to understand that you go to the market. Life it has always been like this. You go to the market for a man to come and buy you out.
Okay.
That is why by our culture and tradition, you do not even propose to a man. No matter how much you feel like you are interested in the man, you will just dress some way, just show some, just try to, project, your ways in some ways for the man to know that, you are interested, but you cannot
say it. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you are the product and the man is coming in to buy.
Okay.
So you don't, feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, if I have to come and tell you, come on, I want you to come and buy me out, do you know what it means? It means he will come and buy you at one city. No, just analogy.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, if you keep quiet and just make sure you have the qualities, then the man will come and buy out at full price.
Okay.
So the full price is what? I want to ask you.
Full price?
Yeah, what's the full price for a man to buy a woman?
I don't get it. I don't know the full price.
You don't get it? So like as a woman, no matter how much, you said?
Buying you a full price is taking you to his home.
Buying you a full price is marriage.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
So when you go out and tell a man that I'm interested in you, it is likely that the man might not buy you at full price.
Until halfway.
Like with my one city. And not just say, yeah, it's more like just going to be with you for some time and just leave you.
Okay. Yeah.
So the full price for a woman is the marriage. So then, my concern here is that women must know that, okay, so my full price is marriage. Do you want the full price or not?
Of course.
Exactly. So don't you think that if you want a full price, you need to understand that these are the conditions to getting a full price? So that's actually everything. So you agree with me?
Yeah.
So that's actually the problem that I was just pointing out. So women must know that, hey, this is what you have to do if you want to get a good husband. This is the sacrifice, because they are going through their own sacrifice. Men and women are not the same. We are not the same. We don't have anything in common. Men are going through their sacrifices to become the man that you want. So you must also go through your sacrifices to become the woman that you come for. You cannot say you want to live your life at easy mode. Oh, I want to go to secondary school, date this guy, date this guy. I want to go to university, date this guy, date this lecturer, date this guy. I want to come out of university, go to national service, date my boss, date blah. By the time even kickstart your career, you have dated like 11 guys. But you think so this guy will go and just suffer around in life, get here, and you want this man to come marry you. And then when the man asks you about your past, you say, oh, come on, it's just a past. It's not important. No, that's the only important thing for the man. So that's it.
All right. Thank you so much. And I think today's program has been interesting. I think guys will come another time.
No, we are not going another. We are not going, and we are not coming another time. Just what you need to ask. If men are so much interested or so much focused about the past of women, why?
Why? So the viewers will bring the.
No, why are men are so much interested in that aspect of a woman's life?
Now it's an open conversation, so they have to bring their views.
No, we are not. So asking, then we are not asking about their views. I'm talking about you, because you are representing women. I asked you something that the way I trust you, the way I trust evangelists, the way I trust
evangelist, mama.
The way I trust you,
mama, something.
I knew you are aware of this, but it's so sad.
No. Personally, well, me too. I was the same thing. I was at the 90% when I got married, but maybe how I see life, I'm not supposed to think that everybody should see it that way, or it's compulsory for everyone to see, because, as I said, we have individual differences. Maybe somebody.
You are saying something, guys. She's actually saying something, and you need to amplify that. You said you were at the 90%.
Yes.
And you were here telling me it is not actually the deal.
No, but that's not the deal, because at the end of the day, you don't know what maybe I'm going through, and this is not the place to say it. You get it?
I'm telling you, no woman will be at the 90% and go through
you are
anything.
Not a woman. You are not a woman, so you can't.
I am telling you.
You can't talk for women.
No woman.
No, you are talking for men.
Okay, let me ask you. To have a good marriage, okay, there's something that you come back to it. That's another thing. That's hidden. You have gone through the first one. There's another hidden thing. Okay, a woman and a man living, for having their family. What do you think?
Sir.
I mean, the success rate of the relationship. Is it the happiness of the man or happiness of the woman?
The success rate of the marriage?
Yes, the marriage is successful. You think the man must be happy in the marriage or the woman must be happy in the marriage?
The two of them. It shouldn't be one-sided.
Okay.
Because I can't say it for the happiness of the man. Meanwhile, I have to think about myself.
Okay, the two of them, it is not one-sided, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So then, I'm asking you, do you think a man must bring equal amount of resources the same way a woman must bring equal amount of resources in the marriage?
But today, that's what is happening.
No, I'm asking you. As a woman, you are going in the best. You're going to choose the best man. You are given the opportunity. Go and choose the best man. Any man, you can choose from any man you have. Which man are you going to? Are you going to choose the man who has more resources than you, or the man who has equal resources like you?
I don't have the chance to choose.
No, I'm saying that you have given, as a woman, you have given the opportunity. You have 20.
What if I choose?
You have 20 men who are interested in you. among the 20 men, some of them are richer than you. When they're going to look at the resources, imagine all other things being equal. They are all very good. They are all qualify for everything except the resources that you are going to choose. Are you going to choose the ones that have
everything is okay?
Everything is okay. So now it's about the resources. Are you going to choose the one with more resources than you, or you're going to choose the one with the same resources with you?
The same resources with me.
Okay, so you're going to choose a man who has 10,000 Ghana cedis, the same as you have 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, please.
Okay. You got it? This is one of the most amazing revelations in life. Women don't want to hear the truth. You, that I go everywhere with. Can you imagine?
Oh, but definitely I'll go for the one who has more resources.
You know, it's amazing that, like, you want us to even end today's discussion. I'm telling you, you want us to end today's discussion because we are not comfortable. You don't feel like.
Not that I'm not comfortable, but just that I don't want the others. Because even though we are talking particularly for something else, but the thing is, you can't talk for this and leave the others out. So do you want to tell me that the others too, they will not get husbands?
Who are the others?
Those who didn't get that 90%. And
it has always been like this since the beginning of time. Let me ask you, do you think that if you have a big house, a story building, like from first floor to the last floor, okay, every suite has different designs and different pricing. Maybe the ground floor, the first 5 floors, their pricing is maybe $1,000 a month. Then when the higher you go, the higher the price. So it means they are not the same, right? There are others who are using just SUVs, and there are others who are using the Land Cruisers and the rest. They are all living in the same building, but they are different classes. There are others who are like having businesses. They have even their own houses somewhere. Like,
but
wait, let me land. This situation, we have 50 men living there, and then we have 50 women who also live around this same building. That's the only building around, and the houses of the women, they are the only house around. So it means these women need to get men from this same building. Do you think these 50 women are going to share these men equally, or some of the men will have the opportunity to even have more than 5? Because they are not at the same level. Others are a lot of. The higher you go, the richer they are.
The higher you go, the richer you are. But mind you, you can be richer or you can go to the highest. But the most important thing or the ultimate is your happiness. That's all. Because I wouldn't go for the.
Whose happiness are you talking about?
The lady's happiness.
So you are telling me you are a woman, and then there are potential men out there. You have to choose one, and you are talking about happiness. The happiness comes after you have made a choice.
No, sometimes you make a choice. You go for money, but trust me, you will never be happy in that marriage.
That is not what we are talking about.
Then what is it?
We are talking about
because you said
the
somebody
choice.
By resources.
They are talking about for example, do you think every marriage the woman is going to be happy?
No, but some
But the judgment, the criteria has always been the same. Women look for men who can help them, who can take care of them. Men look out for women who has no past, who are not going to destroy their future, because the future belongs to the man. The man is the person who is going to build that future. He is looking out for a woman who is not coming in to destroy the future. As you told me earlier on, that a man went to marriage and blah blah blah. The same thing. So I'm telling you, it is not about being happy, because that happiness is after you have started the marriage, after you have started the family. Making a choice is the first thing before you even begin with. So at this period, there's nothing like he's not going to be happy or not. No, it doesn't come in. What it comes in here is that you're going to make a choice, and you're going to make a choice based on criteria. If you have 50 men and 50 women, the women are not going to share the men 1-1. They are going to look out for the best of them, and then 40 of the 50 women will be chasing that man. This is exactly what's going on in society. You are here trying to be, you want to be a victim. You are saying that, oh, what about the rest? You don't care about the rest. The same way, look.
Immediate to me.
No. Are you going to tell me that if you have 5 men and 5 women, by hierarchy, from 1 to 5, if the other four want to pick the best, you are going to go to the ones that nobody wants?
No. For that one, no. So
that's the same thing with men. You are not going to marry a loser. You want to marry a man that you know this man has a future. So then come here and explain to me that, okay, if you are all going to marry virgins, if you are all going to choose the best, what about the rest? We don't care.
Yeah, for that one, they're sure.
The same way women don't care. And no man should ever care about losers. Women do not care about losers, and men should never care
about losers too.
Of course.
Exactly.
So that's the answer to that. Don't come and tell me, oh, come on, we have to share it. There's nothing to share. You are saying that, okay, what if if men are going with this criteria, then what about the others? And you think we must
care? Well, this is the first class, so we are talking about the first class, but definitely day to day we get theirs, so don't worry.
You don't get me. Day to day will get theirs now, okay. That's actually not what we are talking about. We are talking about the ideally. Because ideally, the criteria I just mentioned about women, that's the ideal criteria.
Okay.
Women want to have man in the future.
Okay.
The same thing, men want women with no past.
Exactly, I get you.
So whether the rest can get, we don't care about that.
You win. I get you. All right, guys.
No. Wait. Hey, be careful. Be careful.
You guys.
So you're not going away.
No, Charlie.
So, just for a recap, she doesn't know that men.
Hey, why are you pointing? She doesn't know.
You just told me you don't know.
No, then maybe you have to ask my husband the reason why he chose me.
No,
because
it is not about your husband. It is you. She doesn't know that. She's a woman. She's a great woman, and she's a great woman. And then
because
I actually trusted her. And obviously, I know, she knows about this, but she's just trying to be mischievous. She knows that the value of a woman is 90% attached to the past or to their past. So then it is important for every woman to know this. And then our mothers, you should know, say, Obano. Catcher and say, so what's Nasi? No one fan of whom uncle for the baby be nebo a cuckoo so a nebo a strong a special price. Bema now a bread and then Namwa, we are to Galamsi or when Namwa breast are beneath cano or part of a piece of babies our honma. Sabano, no one here to baby or Sasuisu. When I was so independent woman, when I was so a Fasubiano, so we never fast one. Because this is the only woman who has a higher percentage probability rate, say, destroy a man. It is not like, say, Bianca say, whether it is possible or not possible. But we are talking about whether it is probable. Because at the end of the day, whatever you choose, whatever you do, you always weigh the probability. Because starting this business, you can't say, is it possible or it's not possible? You don't care.
It will be successful. Yeah.
You don't care about how possible it is. You just weigh according to probability. So to be able to be successful in the marriage, weighing from probability standpoint, you check about the woman's past.
Yeah.
If this woman was a prostitute, if this woman had done a lot of things in the past, that is not healthy to have a good relationship with. That past is a candidate to prevent her from staying in the marriage. There's a lot of things women will do in the past. These things will even prevent them to even stay in the marriage. Are you aware? You're not aware.
Why do you have to let your past haunt you?
Why do you let your pants stand you? Okay, in your life, have you ever, in any way, in your life, like wish for a food that's not available?
A food
that's not available.
No.
But we ask why we should be that. Oh, you can walk crap up and I can be 3rd January, but them way they be no. In your life, oh, honor that. What fear gonna be that?
No.
Eh?
Okay. Upon all what we are discussing, I agree with you perfectly. In fact, I agree with him. But what I'm trying to say here is, with the 90% for a woman to be that, for a man to choose her, sometimes circumstance.
No, for 90% of what? You have to.
For 90% of a woman being a virgin to be there and have the other.
Don't misquote me. I said a woman being virgin gives you 90 points out of 100.
Okay.
In the market.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay, so being that like within that rank.
And you agree with that?
Yes, I do. But due to circumstances, let's say even the person who said, okay, 90%, you fall within the 90%, so you are the first to be chosen. You've been chosen, all right. But unfortunately, something happened, and this same man left you. So does it mean say they won't come on? When you pass to, you know that.
So that's how amazing it is. Let me ask you: when a man meets a woman, who spends resources?
The man.
Exactly. So if a man will spend resources to get a woman into his life, I'm asking you: do you think it is in the woman's interest or the man's interest to divorce?
No. But as I said, I don't want us to drag this to a certain stage.
So what I'm trying to say is that when men marry, it is always easy. It is easier to keep a woman. This one thing, I mean, most women should get to know. It is easier to keep a woman. When you marry a woman, divorcing her is a lose for us. When you divorce a woman, it's a lose for you as a man. You marry a woman and then you have 3 kids and you are divorcing the woman for no reason. It's a lose for you. You are going to divide every resources you have and give half to the woman. So it is a lose for the man. The only way the man will want to divorce her is because when that's the only thing necessary to do. And most of times, it doesn't come in. So I'm telling you, by fact and by percentage, there's a higher percentage of men that will keep a woman. Even if the man will want to keep maybe a second woman, he will still
keep the person.
Yes.
Yeah, but what I'm not saying that the man will leave the woman.
No, you made a point. You said that if you marry a woman who is virgin,
so maybe one out of 1,000.
You said if you marry a woman who is virgin and maybe you divorce that woman. And I'm telling you,
it's not everybody that divorces a person, but 1 out of 1,000. Anything can happen. That one day, I and you, we can't decide for them. So 1 out of 1,000. So that 1 out of 1,000 can have this issue. And what is going to happen to this person?
As a man, you have a discussion and she is talking about the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is that if you marry 1,000 virgins, maybe 1 might not be successful. And she wants to base her argument on the 1 that might not be successful. Do we care? We do not care.
We don't care.
Of course, because if the success rate is 999 over 1,000, and do you think you must care about the 1? You shouldn't care. Even if it is 99 over 100, why must we care about the 1? Because success rate after 70% is success, right?
Okay.
So if you marry 100 virgins and the 99 will be successful, do you think it is successful or not?
It's successful.
So why must we care about the 1%?
Bravo. Well done. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching us, and we'll bring you another interesting topic another time. Okay? Bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.
She's running away.